Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. On this channel, we learn how to sew and try new things. So in today's video, we are going to sew a cargo skirt. So let's get right into the video. So first of all, you get your material, and I'm using 2 yards for this skirt. I don't know the name of the fabric, but you can get any fabric of your choice. So you saw me marking the wrong side of the fabric because I didn't want to make any mistake or get confused when sewing. You now fold your fabric. It's time for the cutting, so we fold the fabric and mark our length of the skirt. So we then start to mark the width of our skirt, and I used 30 inches. You then go ahead to iron your fabric properly to get the center line. Go ahead and mark the length of your skirt. So I used 21 inches for mine. You can make yours shorter or longer than mine. If you want it shorter, you can go about 17 inches, and if longer than mine, you can go about 24 inches. I went ahead to mark the 21 inches on the fabric and ruled a straight line because I'm not so good at freehand sketch. You can as well use a freehand sketch. So here I was making sure our width was right and our length was right. So you start taking your body measurements on the fabric. You stand on the waistline and take your hip line. So I used a measurement of 8.5 inches from the waist to the hip line. So you stand on the hip line to take your measurement. So on the second line is our hip line. So you stand on it to take your hip measurements. So we are using the measurement of 42 inches divided by 4 will give you 10.5 plus our 2 inches allowance. So you then stand on your waistline to take your waist measurement. So we took 32, and 32 divided by 4 is 8 inches plus 2 inches allowance. After taking your measurements on the hip line and the waistline, you now go to the hemline. And for the hemline, you use the same measurements you got on the hip line. That's the 10.5 inches plus 2 inches allowance. I'm so sorry, I didn't notice the hemline part wasn't showing very well. So now let's cut the front piece and use that same front piece to cut the back piece. Then we came to the here and took our waistline measurement. That's 8 inches and measurement. Then we added 68. So this is our waistline. You divide the waistline by 4. Then we come to our hemline. Then you take the same measurement that you got from the hemline. That's 10.5. Added to each allowance. So yeah, I was just making sure our measurements were all correct because we used the front piece to cut the back part. moving on to the pocket parts, the front pockets. So we are going to cut the front pockets. So on this part, I don't want to waste the material, so I'll be using this side to cut the two pieces of the pockets. And the pocket too, we'll be using 9 inches width and 12 inches length. I hope you get it. You can as well use any measurement that you want if you want your pocket to be very big or just small pockets in front of your piece. So you go ahead and use the measurement that you prefer. But I'll be using 12 and 9. Remember we folded it, so you go ahead and divide your pocket into 2. We go ahead and measure and fold some into it because we want a very neat pocket. So after folding all the edges inside, I ended up getting 8 inches length and 6.5 width. So we now move on to the pocket facing or pocket cover. So with the pocket cover, we will take a width of 4.5. You can use the same measurement of mine or use any measurement that you want. So we use 4.5 for the width, and for the length, you use the same measurement that you got on the length of the pocket. Facing, we have to get 6 pieces, so I marked a straight line to cut it straight, so I get the 6 pieces. I made a mistake not adding 1 inch allowance to mine, so please remember to add 1 inch allowance to yours when you get the length of 6 inches. Please add 1. So next is our belt or rope. So we are now coming to cut our belt. For the belt, we are going to use the size of 2 inches, and for the length, we are going to use 16 inches. Please, when you've gotten to, please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. And for this side too, we are going to cut the flap, and the flap we will be using the size of 2 inches, and the length should be 9 inches. So here we have to shape the edge of the flap and make it look like men's flap. I hope you get it. So you just look at how I'm doing it. We'll be needing two flaps, so you have to cut 2 flaps. Have all our pieces together: 2 flaps, 6 belts, 6 facing, and 2 pockets. So just let me this way. It's the front and back. It's 2 pockets, 6 facing, 2 flaps, and the belts we have 6 as well. So let's go. So for the facing, go and sew here. I'll show you. So this side and this side, and the pockets you will sew this side and this side. You leave the other end. And for the flap, you go and sew this side. Oh, I forgot to say, so you have to divide the skirt into 2, both the front and back. You divide it into 2. So don't measure it. You measure 8 inches from the top to here. So let's measure. Then you notch that pass. Then you take your flap. After sewing all around here like this, when you finish sewing, you then open it. Here you place your flap on your skirt and you dart 1/2 inch from it. and you go ahead to notch or mark the place that you deducted. Sorry, I'm using my one hand. That's why. Okay, I think it's better now. You can even notch it. Notch that half inch. Zip like this upside down, then you put it up, then you sew a straight line here. It's now time to fix our two pockets and straps to the skirt, so please watch carefully how I'm doing it. At this point, after placing your pockets on your skirt, you now measure 5 inches from your waistline and also measure 2 inches from where the flap is. Just make sure your pockets are in line. So guys, we are done with our skirt. Let's start with our shaping. So guys, this part is the measurement of the band. So we are not coming to cut the band. So for the band, you take your waist measurement. So for mine, we use 32 inches. Then you divide it by 2 and add 5 inches to it. Guys, please, if you're still watching, please don't forget to like, subscribe to my channel and follow for more videos. Okay, thank you. taking my waist measurements, that is 32 divided by 4, and it gave me 8 inches. Then I'll stand on my waistline to get my hip line. Then afterwards I take my hip measurement, that's 42 divided by 4. Guys, we are done taking our measurements, so what's next is you just go and sew it, and that's all. We're done. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. See you in my next video. Bye.